All right. How's everyone doing tonight? My name is Newman, and with me tonight is my boy Tame.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight?
Hope everyone's having a good time. So, as you guys see, pick and bans have already started between LCS and RMW.
I'm
Look,
not really surprised by these bans right now. Honestly, seeing Shyvana and Vayne taken out right away, especially with the elo the players we're going to witness tonight, it's pretty typical.
yeah, currently, right now, LCS has banned Vladimir, Warwick, and Nasus. RMW has gone for the Thresh, Shyvana, and Vayne. So it looks like it's pretty spread out across the board right now, across the lanes.
One of the things that's interesting is when you get to players that are as good as these players that we're casting tonight, you're going to see a lot more meta bans rather than target bans.
So it looks like first pick for LCS is going to be the Xayah. Strong pick right now. She's pretty strong in the meta.
Oh, Tarek first pick. That's actually really interesting to me. That's exciting. He's a huge playmaker, and the fact that they're taking him first, to me, makes me feel like they're going to bust something out huge with him.
They're going to try and make some big plays this game. All right, they got 10 seconds left in the next pick.
Got to be a lot of tension there too. You know, you got 4 seconds to pick your character. It's a make or break.
Oh, they're going to go ahead and lock in the Varus Taric bot lane combo, and LCS is going to take on the Gnar top lane and J4 jungle.
I really like LCS's team comp so far. It's
Yeah,
really sort of protect the carry. Gnar is one of the best top laners in the game, and if he's played well, he's also one of the best playmakers in the game right now.
pretty good comp they have. They have lockdown with J4's ultimate, as well as Gnar if he becomes mega in the middle of a team fight. Now, keep in mind, Varus has the ability to snipe from the back, as well as
Whoa,
become invulnerable from the Taric, and the RMW is going to lock in Fiddlesticks.
Fiddlesticks. I'm interested to see, is he going to be middle? Is he going to be their jungle? We did just see Gigabyte Marines yesterday actually played a fiddle in the middle. So let's see where they're going to put fiddle today.
Yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a spicy game. I'm not going to lie, I'm very excited for this. All right, so the next ban from RMW is going to be the Rakan. They can't do that bot lane with Xayah now, which would have been pretty strong. Rakan is very, very good right now.
I'm super excited to see how this is going to play out. It's like LCS so far is going hard meta, and RMW is kind of going like it feels like they're putting a little bit more of a personal flair on their draft. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out.
Should be spicy. So LCS is now going to ban the Maokai, and instantly RMW is going to take away Orianna since LCS has not picked a mid laner yet. They're going to target that mid lane. She
Yeah, and
she would
I'm
be
actually
very good
surprised.
with that team comp too, if you think about it. You know, J4 goes in, Gnar goes in, Orianna just balls one of them, and that's a pretty big wombo combo. So
You're absolutely right too. I'm actually surprised so far that we have not seen the Azir or the Malzahar pick. As if you've been following the pro scene lately, every single game has at least a 100% presence of a ban or pick of Malzahar.
LCS is going to take away the last ban from their jungle, which will be Sejuani, which is a big playmaker right now.
Tensions rising.
They got 15 seconds left. Oh my goodness. This is going to be good though. All
Taking
right.
a lock on the Xin Zhao. Their team's a little squishy so far. Unless they're relying on Tarek to initiate, they're definitely going to have to pick somebody tanky as their last pick. And even if you do rely on Tarek to initiate, it's still a little squishy.
I mean, you
Oh,
gotta
and the
remember though
Tom
they have
catch.
Tarek's ultimate so that they can become invulnerable in a team fight, as well as Inzao becomes pretty tanky there. But they have poke from Varus, they have poke from Fiddle's Crows. So
Ooh,
you know now going back over to LCS is gonna finish off with Brand for the mid lane and Tom Kench for support, which is really good for Xayah and really good for Brand. If they need to disengage, he can just devour them and run away.
so I'm just going to toss this out before the last pick. What I want to see this game is a Tarek alt Fiddle alt combo. I gotta have it. I gotta
That
have it.
that would be very, very nice. All right, let's see. They're gonna be hovering Camille right here. Let's see if they lock her in. All right, they're going with the Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath.
They
So
needed that. I feel like that's a better pick than Camille, honestly. I
definitely,
feel like
definitely.
that brings them up to about an even here. In terms of draft, I do feel like LCS won the draft a little bit if we're going by meta, but we don't know how good RMW are at their individual champions here.
Yeah, so I mean that's going to complete your pick and bans. Um, Overall, I mean both teams have good picks right now. You know, really strong with the Zaya pick in the bot lane. Tom Kench will be very crucial in team fights if they need to disengage as well as engage. He's very strong right now. I think one place to watch this game will be middle because they do have this fiddle in the middle against Bran. You know, so I mean both of them can poke back and forth. I don't know, Tame. What do you think?
I just love that Fiddle 6 is being played again. After, if you've been following Reddit and like the pro scene, they've been saying that Fiddle is so broken he should be disabled, that he's that bad. And now suddenly, like Gigabyte Marines plays him, and then we're good. So we're just gonna have a little bit of a lull here as the client. They pick up their teams in client right now.
Yeah, so let's talk about a little bit more what we think is going to happen. Maybe let's start with top lane. We'll start from the top and work our way down. So let's get your ideas on what do you think. So right now LCS has Gnar in the top lane, and what is that? Cho'Gath in the top lane. So who do you think is going to win, go even? How are they going to play in the top lane?
It's honestly very hard to bully Cho'Gath out of top lane. He has infinites to sustain through his passive, and anytime you try to pressure him, he knocks you up. So I don't look that to be anything more than a farming lane, honestly. Gnar is very safe. If they make any plays, it's going to be Mega Gnar jumping in plus Jarvan's ult on Cho'Gath, but even then, you have to worry about the feast, you have to worry about the knock-up, you have to worry about the feral scream. It's so dangerous.
You know, they do have some really good damage, though, from Bran in the middle of a team fight or a two-man. If he ults, you know, they just increased his damage, I believe, on this last patch from 4% to 8%, which is a tremendous amount of damage, especially when you
Absolutely.
get 1, 2, 3 items on him. He's doing massive, massive amount of damage. So
And also, look for this too. Tom Kench can actually eat Brand, barf him out, and Brand can ult immediately. He can get right in there with a clutch stun and an ult and just light the whole team up. It's something I've seen before. If they can pull it off, it's almost an instant win in a team fight.
correct. Not to mention that Zaya can disengage with her ultimate, become invulnerable, as well as become devoured by Tom Kench. So, you know, she's pretty safe. Now, put a QSS on top of that. Oh, she should be untouchable if she plays it right.
You're
Alright.
absolutely right, which kind of actually brings me to the Varus pick. I actually feel a little bit odd about that now that you've shown some light on it. Because with the Varus pick, his ultimate requires people to be able to be locked down. But if you look at it, you know, Tom can eat anybody, Jarvan can jump around, Gnar can jump around, Zaya can go completely invulnerable. So we're actually going to be wondering here how Varus is going to play into the team fights. So I'm looking for him to prove me wrong and do well.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. So let's move on now to the jungle. Jungle looks like it is J4 against Xin Zhao. Now, these are two really good junglers right now. I've seen a lot of Xin Zhao and I've seen a lot of J4 recently. So I'm curious to see which path J4 builds. Does he going to build a little bit bruiser early, or is he going to go tank for the team? I mean, they already have plenty of tank with Tahm Kench and Gnar right now. But I'm curious to see, you know?
Yeah, I'll be looking for probably J4. I would guess Black Cleaver and then into some tanky items. But he basically is forced by Xin Zhao. He's pretty much forced into building at least a little bruisery because Xin Zhao's clear is so fast. If Jarvan wants to keep up in level, he has to.
I won't be denied.
Yeah, we'll have to see where it goes. I mean, jungler is going to be pretty influential early in game and see who starts to become aggressive, who counter jungles early, which will probably set the pace for this game. That's pretty much what I'm thinking.
Absolutely, and it's our boy, our admin, Rando Joe, is actually the one playing Varus. So
Oh, I just realized that.
Liz, no ban. Liz, no ban, sir. If I trash talked your Varus, I'm very sorry. I'm free to go 44-2-0.
No ban
actually
arena.
44-2-1.
All right, let's look at this mid lane. We got Brand against Fiddlesticks. This is spicy. I haven't seen Brand lately, and you know, since the LCS played Fiddle in the middle yesterday, I haven't seen that either. So
I actually really like the Fiddle against the Brand because Brand, aside from his stun, I play a lot of Brand. His ranges are actually very short. So when Fiddle can get in there with his E, the crows, and silence them, that's actually going to be pretty crappy for Brand because it stops him from farming and there's always that threat. You know, Brand's squishy, he doesn't really have any sustain. I actually look for Fiddle to win that lane. That's actually a great pick.
Yeah, I'm thinking that he will. I mean, he can use a drain to get his health back if he's down. If he uses his crows right and sustain with his mana, he should be good. As well as the only thing he really has to watch out for, besides the pillars from Brand, is that 3-part combo. He hits that 3-part combo to proc his passive. That's going to be tremendous amount of damage from him, especially early too, when they're both pretty squish.
I'd actually just like to toss this out there. It looks like they ended up going with Twisted Fate. I'm not sure if that was a glitch in the draft.
That
Here.
might have
I'm
been a
sure
placeholder. So update on the draft. It does not look like they're doing Fiddle. It was probably a placeholder. The new pick is Twisted Fate. Good call for that.
Xin Zhao really needs to start blue. His mana is very constrained. He's one of those junglers kind of like Hecarim, where if you don't have mana, you're not playing the game.
I'm kind of curious to see what J4 is going to do with this. He started red. It looks like he's going to continue over into his blue side now and see if he's going to go for his blue or his wolves.
Could go super aggressive, go for the early knock-up combo, and just hit a lane right away.
So some good poke there in the mid lane. Bran got on Twisted Fate. As you see, they did get the double Relic Shield in the bot lane. 3 pots on each person. Something to keep in mind is Tahm Kench does have a refillable as well as that stopwatch.
Yeah, they're going definitely for the hard sustain down there. Both ADCs are CSing very well so far.
So a little bit of damage is going to come off on bot lane. A little more damage on Rando Joe. They're going to win the trade on blue side.
It was interesting there because Rando Joe decided to be the aggressor and he ended up taking the most damage. You know, he said, "I'm going to poke you," and they're like, "Nope, we got it better."
So it looks like J4's pinging to come top right now. Xin Zhao is ganking right now, and they're going to go for the counter gank in the top side. J4 is going in with double buffs. He lands it on Cho'Gath. He knocks him up. Cho'Gath flashes immediately. Xin Zhao is going to put down some damage on J4. They're going to knock him up. First Blood's going to go to the Cho'Gath in the top lane. Flash on Gnar as he becomes Mega. He's going to try and back off. Is it going to be enough? He's in the minion wave. Needs to back off. Xin Zhao is going to clean up the second kill of the game, putting 1 kill on Cho'Gath and 1 kill on Xin Zhao. That was a pretty nice play there.
That was a very good play. Honestly, there, I feel like it was a little bit of over-aggression. I think that wasn't quite needed, but both teams are feeling each other out.
Some damage going down in the bot lane. Devourer on the support. Taric flashed out immediately. ADC uses heal. They stun up the Xayah. They're going to go back in. They're going to fight in the minion wave. They're going to go into vision, so they don't have any vision on the blue side. They're going to back away. Tahm Kench is going to proc his shield. Another gank topside. Xin Zhao's coming in. Gnar bounces off the top of Cho'Gath's head. Tries to use his boomerang to slow him. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not. Cho'Gath's going to get another kill on the top side for 2 kills now. So that's going to put Gnar pretty far behind as he just used his teleport. And now
Absolutely.
Cho'Gath is able to free farm.
And with his passive, Cho'Gath can get the health and mana he lost right back. And if you'll notice, there's actually no vision in that bush right there. Xin Zhao just like walked up and was like, "Hey, you're mine."
I also think you owe me about $5 because I did say First Blood was going to be the top side. I'm pretty sure everyone in chat can agree that I put a bet down on the line. I'm sure you guys all heard that. So we'll say game 1, week 1, First Blood prediction to Newman.
If you look here, J4 is looking to put himself in a position for.
Oh, the flash on Twisted Fate with the ignite, the auto attack. Oh, fight's going to break out in the bot lane. Not going to be close enough. They're going to have to back off. They did not get that kill mid lane, by the way. So there is no flash, no ignite on TF now. So that's an advantage.
Toss out. What is awesome here is that there's actually so much early game action happening that we can't cast it all.
Yeah. I like it, though. There's a lot of action in all the lanes. A little bit here, a little bit there. Some poke here, some poke there. All right, so if we go down the board, if you want to walk us through, Tame, how's the CS looking?
Right now, it's actually fairly even in the middle. Twisted Fate has about a 4 lead, but Brand's clearing a wave right now. Top, Gnar's actually not that far behind Cho'Gath. I feel like he could have pressed that advantage a little harder. He's only got a 1 CS lead over Gnar. I mean,
keep in mind that the item advantage that Suida does have on Gnar. So that trade that they just did, since Suida has almost double the HP that Dawnbringer has, you know, it's going to be hard. But when he goes Mega, he does get a little bit of HP back, so that'll help him.
Absolutely. And the one thing about the CS I find interesting is that Tahm Kench and Carrick both have 14 and 15 respectively. They're actually cleaning up a little bit of what the ADCs are missing, which is not something you see too often.
All right, so some damage is going to go down in the bot lane. It's not going to be too much. Going to get a shield up on this Varus. I'm sorry, on this Xayah.
Xin Zhao is actually going for the dragon right now, and I wonder if he's actually going to get any help. It is an Infernal that is super clutch. It's very needed.
You know, it looks like they're trying to sneak it. There's no vision on it, as well as they're trying to pressure bot side, so they don't know what is going on over there, and they don't have time to roam toward it. So that's pretty smart on the red team. They're only up about 2k gold with 3 kills and an Infernal now, so that's going to put them in a good lead.
That is a huge early game advantage right here, and you can see Varus and Herrick will take their first back here.
So it looks like Cho'Gath is going to put down some damage on Dawnbringer. Dawnbringer's going to jump away. Is it going to be enough? He's going to do one more knock up on him before he walks away. He's in a pretty big wave there, and now the jungler's coming in to counter gank. Is he going to be able to knock him up? No, he's not. He's going to still try and put some damage down. Possibly if he hit 6 there or before, it would have been a different story.
6, that absolutely would have been a kill, but I mean, with how far Gnar is behind right now, we really need him to be able to catch up. I'm sure that's what Jarvan's thinking right now.
So, I mean, they're pretty even in CS in the top lane. I'm actually dead even, but keep in mind, Cho'Gath does have that stopwatch, so if the gank was turning bad in his favor, he would have the ability to use that. All right, so we're going to get it back here in the mid lane. Brand's going to back. Let's see what he picks up. He's down a little bit in CS. Cho'Gath used his teleport to come back in. It's funny because Gnar is pretty big right now compared to Cho'Gath, but I'm sure mid to late game you're going to see that Cho'Gath double, even triple in size.
As you say that, Gnar goes back to being tiny.
So let's see what goes on here. We got bot side on the red team roaming their support, trying to get some deep vision in to see when and where J4 is coming from. J4 is going to complete his red and get level 6. He's going to back. They know where Xin Zhao is, so they have the ability to gank. It looks like they're going to try and set something up on the bot side, but we will see.
Twisted Fate's position right now is actually super interesting if you check that out too. He's actually behind Brand.
A little bit of damage down here in the mid lane. It looks like they're going to be able to knock up the TF. He's going to flash out immediately. They land some more damage down. Xin Zhao comes in for the counter to try and scare them away. They got to keep in mind here, if Brand gets that ult off on the both of them, they're going to be screwed. TF ults in from the back. He lands a stun on Creplo. Creplo is going to go down. They're going to get the kill on Xin Zhao. They're going to continue to fight here. ADC is going in with his ultimate. Xayah is putting down damage. Socks spit out and devour for a kill on Rev. Rev is going to land with the triple kill to clean up that fight. Wow, that was some good damage he put down there. They were not able to lock him down, so the ADC was able to just keep dealing damage.
That was very clean. I'd like to actually commend Brand on that fight too. He was very low, but he knew exactly his ranges, when to commit, when to bounce in and out. That was actually very good Brand play right there.
Now keep in mind, I don't think Cho'Gath definitely did not have teleport there. Gnar might have just got it up. I'm not sure if you can back up and see, but even so, he was still too close to Cho'Gath in order to teleport in case Cho'Gath tried to knock him up to cancel his teleport. So
yeah, the TP was not quite available yet. And it all started there with the observation I made there that how Twisted Fate was kind of out of position. Like, I was a little baffled as to why he was back that far. I saw him throw down a ward, but then it seemed like he was just kind of lingering. Maybe there was some comms or something that I wasn't.
Their jungle went in over the wall, and he immediately jumped on him. So TF was a little bit far back is what it looked like. So he ulted in to try and get closer to hit that gold card. But if you watch after that fight now they're dead even in gold. So 4-4, one dragon up on the red team, dead even in gold, 16.3k each team. Now some damage is going to land here mid. As you see, a catalyst picked up on TF, going to make him a little bit tankier. A gank's going to come in here on Gnar, and he's just going to bounce away. He's got to be careful here, though, because now his jump is down, but he does have Mega about to come up.
Also, Jarvan is bucking the trend. It looks like he's actually building... It looks like he's going to rush a Hydra. So no Black Cleaver, as I predicted. He's going to go for the beefiness and the quick clear to keep up with Xin Zhao.
Yeah, that's going to be able to give him some sustain and give him some good wave clear so that he can roam and make some more plays. Now, keep in mind, the red team does have 4 pink wards in their inventory, whereas only the support... I'm sorry, the blue team, only the support on the red team has 2. Keep that in mind because that'll be crucial when trying to get vision.
Just look at how close this gold is, too, with everything that's happened so far. The dragon is the biggest advantage that the red team has right now.
Agreed. Even the damage that Gnar is putting down top lane isn't really much. He's auto-attacking, but it's not doing anything but tickle Cho'Gath.
Something's brewing near the dragon pit here. They were going to counter jungle, and they're like, nah, we're good. I'm going to back off.
Like I said, after last fight, I don't want that to happen again. I'm going to play it safe. So it looks like red team's clearing some vision. Looks like pushing red team under tower a little bit. Xayah is going to continue to lay down Auto attacks, auto attacks, auto attacks. She's going to sidestep the stun from Taric. J4 looks like he's going to go in on the Xin Zhao. They're going to do a gank right back on the J4, coming in with the ultimate from TF. Tahm Kench coming in with his ADC. They're going to lay down some damage. Is it going to be enough? Xayah ultimate over the TF stun. Devour coming in on TF. He's going to be spit out. He's going to have a good flash away. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not. The gold card did not come in time. And over to the blue team.
Wow. All I can say is, wow, that Xayah ult was absolutely clutch. That is a highlight reel play right there.
That is a very, very good Xayah ult. If you keep in mind as well that TF ult was very good. It was very on point right when he needed help. And they saw it was turning for the worst. He came in and helped his teammate. It was just unfortunate that the enemy team was rotating over. So now Cho'Gath's going to land some damage here on Gnar. Gnar is almost mega, so he wants to back off, especially being in his wave there.
Another compliment to Xayah there. The ultimate was actually used with just enough mana to do it. So the planning there was amazing. The communication, crisp. Looks like we do have another Drake up now too. So expect that to be contended here soon. With how aggressive this game is, I'm not sure we're going to see a Rift Herald in this game. Another possibly failed prediction on my part.
You know, you never know. It can go either way right now. Look, another knockup coming in from the Cho'Gath. He's going to put down damage. His active's going to proc for the slow. Gnar's already going to jump away. A TP's coming in here. Is it going to be him actually coming in? And it's going to do a knockup on Brand. He actually followed through with it. Instead of just backing off to scare them away. Looks like TF's rotating up to try and make a play. Blue team sees it, pings them off. Blue team's pinging for pressure on the bot side.
There's definitely advantage red and top right now. Looks like they are looking to surround and collapse on Brand.
So the fight's going to break out. Brand's going to get killed immediately. Is it going to be enough when the Gnar jumps away? He didn't go Mega in time. He should have tried to use one of his abilities to proc that Mega. So he had some extra health and was able to stay alive, but it was not enough. So now blue team, 3 on the bot side, going to be pushing in. J4's going in. Taric ults. Is it going to be enough? He gets the ult up. No damage coming in. J4 flashes and dies under tower. Taric stays alive. TP coming in from Cho'Gath. They're going to try and chase down the Xayah. Xayah gets knocked up. She gets silenced. Devour comes out on Xayah. Gets spit out. She's far enough away to kite if she needs. She got stunned there by Taric. The ultimate comes out again. TF from the back line is just going to take out the Xayah. Tahm Kench is trying to tank as long as he can to stall out, but he goes down. Xin Zhao is going to try and get this, and he did not try. He did actually get the rift. So
Another
right there,
for me,
right
and
there.
Huge advantage for Risen's Most Wanted there.
And another $5 for me. Boys, we're up to $10. Let's see how far we can go tonight. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I just maybe I won't predict anything else, or maybe I'm clairvoyant in reverse,
or maybe I'm clairvoyant. So it looks like red team's gonna try and go for this dragon. This is the second dragon of the game. Brand's gonna lay down some damage. He's gonna get a 3 proc on Taric. It's gonna be a lot of damage. He almost stole the dragon there, which would have been very nice for the blue team. Still, even though the red team is up 4 kills, they're only up under just about 1k gold, but they're up 2 dragons as well. You know, this is a pretty close game. I'm not gonna lie. If you look at the CS, maybe Tame, I don't know. What do you think? The CS is pretty even across the board.
Pretty even. I'm actually impressed that even though Xin Zhao's winning in kills, Jarvan's actually winning a little bit in farm right now. They're 1 CS apart in middle. It's so close.
This looks like it's turning in like you predicted, which I'll give you this one. Before the game started, you did say it looks like it might be a protect the ADC comp for the blue team, which is what it's going to happen right now. It's got to, because the jungler and the top laner between them are 0-7. You know, she's the one with the majority of the kills bot lane with the most farm. She has 2 items. When she backs, she'll probably have her 3rd. It's going to be questionable where it goes. If they can lock her down, it's going to be hard. Brand is locking down this Xin, and he's putting some damage on him right there with another triple proc of his passive. Brand's tanking right now. J4 is going to go in. He's going to ultimate onto 2 of them. He's going to go ahead and pop his hourglass. He's going to get devoured by Tahm Kench to be pulled out. Brand is coming in on the backline with his ultimate. They're putting damage down on Tahm Kench. It will not be enough. He's going to walk out clean with no kills there except on TF.
And honestly, there I feel like Jarvan was
So
a little
red team
overextended.
does want to fight this out. Tahm Kench popped his hourglass. It looks like Xayah was able to ult. Is it going to be enough for her to walk away? Devour coming in from the Cho'Gath on the front line. Wow, Taric ults in the back line and does not sidestep that boomerang from Gnar. That was just a simple sidestep he should have been able to walk next to after his ultimate cooldown went off. That should have saved him. He should have disengaged, but he stayed there. I don't know, Tame. What do you think, man? This is going back and forth, back and forth.
I just feel like, from an analytical standpoint there, I feel like Jarvan was a little overextended. Tahm Kench probably isn't happy with him right now. You had to bench the Kench by making him eat Jarvan just to get away. So I feel like
He can only save so many people, you're right.
Yeah, exactly. After that, the Kench is benched.
Oh my god, is this going to be a chant in chat? Bench the Kench, bench the Kench.
I mean, it's either that or Tom Cancer. It's one of the two.
So it looks like RMW is going to go ahead and summon that Rift mid lane now. They're going to try and take down this tower, which Rift one hit should almost do it. TF and Vars between them have enough poke to put down on this tower to take it away. It looks like blue team LCS is going to be able to take out that Rift before it does anything to their tier 2. TF is going for an ultimate on the bot lane. He does come in. Brand gets stunned before he can use his combo. And another kill going over to this TF. TF is starting to do some good damage here. He's 3-3-3. Woo!
Making up really for the early game there. You'll notice that Brand was actually bottom trying to catch up on farm. He was down about 15 CS, got caught back up, but then got caught out.
Wow. Yeah, so some auto attacks coming in from Dawn in the mid lane on the Xin. Zin's going to go ahead and jump in. As TF comes in with a gold card, he's going to land it on Gnar. Is it going to be fast enough to kill him before he goes mega? And it is. Tahm Kench coming in with his ultimate, with his ADC in mouth, as the red team goes aggro on this bot lane for the first tower on bot side for them. They have the wave, they have the damage, just depends on how fast it's going to be, if they're going to back or rotate. Blue team's going to take out a tower in the mid lane. Now this gold game is up 2k for RMW with an extra 6 kills and 2 dragons. So, you know, they're down 1 tower, but that doesn't even matter here, Tame, you know. They got the gold, they got the objectives, they got kills right now, and it's only 19 minutes in game. They got vision control as well. But if you look at LCS, they do have 3 pinks around Baron, so that could be good in their turnout for when the Baron comes up, if they can keep that vision there. Excuse me.
Absolutely, and the Infernal at this point is like an extra item.
It's just going to be that much extra damage that can change a fight. So it looks like Tahm Kench is going to try and clear out some vision here. Cho'Gath just backed and now has 2 items. Adaptive, and he has those... I'm sorry, he has Ninja Tabbies as well, which is going to be good for that Xayah, because she's been doing a lot of damage with those auto attacks. So it's going to negate some of that.
Not sure if you noticed there, Taric with a little bit of BM in the middle there, getting hit by Brandon, giving him the thumbs up, just standing there taking it.
As long as they can have fun with it. Alright, so it looks like we got Gnar in the top lane. He's going to try and apply some pressure so that blue does not have to worry about them sieging down mid.
Teleports are coming up again here soon, so expect a fight to break out probably within the next minute or so here.
Keep in mind, this TF has been using his ultimate to his advantage very well. Whenever something breaks out, a pick, he's been in the area to be able to ult to them and just knock them out. It looks like they're going to try and set up for Dragon in about 25 seconds. Everyone's starting to clear vision.
Even when TF got caught out, he actually used his ult to his advantage to extend the fight and at least pick up his team 1 kill early in the game.
So it looks out some damage is going to go back and forth, but not too much. They're going to just walk away. Alright, so red team does have Scuttle, which is a little bit of an advantage if the fight breaks out in front of Dragon. They have the movement speed buff. It looks like blue is going to come around the side. They do not have Cho'Gath yet, which would be huge and beneficial if they want to try and secure this Dragon with his Devour.
Absolutely here.
Or I'm sorry, his
looks like they're
Feast.
going to initiate on it.
It looks like they're scaring red away as if they don't want to do anything. And blue's going to try and take this quick. They're just going to start it. Red team's going to come in and see if they can do something. J4 is going to jump on the back line. Zaya's just going to continue to lay down damage. J4 ults the TF. They kill him. It does not matter. The back line, Zaya heals, flashes over the wall. She's continuing to do damage from over the wall. They don't even realize it. Her stun comes out, takes down Taric. Cho'Gath has to flash out. They get the kill on Xin Zhao. They're continuing to fight this. This is a 3v4, 3v3. I take it back. Gnar goes down. Zaya's continuing to lay down some damage. She is the one to watch out for. They are all slowed. Silence coming out on the Xayah. Is it going to be enough? Gold card coming in from that TF, just enough to back off the Xayah. And wow, that was another dragon going over to the red team.
Absolutely. And with that going over to the red team, that is a mountain. So that becomes more important as the game goes on. That's a true damage to towers and objectives. Also gives them more incentive to go hit Baron now with the true damage. I look for that soon, especially with how well they've been controlling the map thus far.
Yeah, this is just good back and forth. Great gameplay. Great objective and vision control right here. TF looks like he's going to try and make some moves. He's going to ult into the mid lane. Flashing with the gold card. Ran. Oh my god. He hits that stopwatch right away. So the gold card doesn't do anything. And he's able to walk away with no damage or kills on him.
That's a flash and an ult. So that's pretty big on them. As TF has not built any CDR. He actually went for a Rod of Ages to be a little tankier. So that ult's going to be down for a while. The flash is going to be down for a while.
Wow. This is some good stuff going on right here. So it looks like the next objective they're going to try and go for is Baron. Blue team has vision on them. It doesn't matter. They're going to start it. They have a pink ward in the Baron pit. It depends on how fast they're going to melt this. Now, keep in mind, they do not have TF. They're going to get engaged on right here. Gnar's going to sit in the back and try and do some damage. J4 is going to go in. Is it going to be enough? Tahm Kench does not get out. They're going to continue to walk away. They're going to stay on Baron, though, which is good. They have vision control on it. Blue team does not see it. J4 is going to try and come in and steal the Baron. It is not enough. Feast comes out from Cho'Gath, which is going to get a 3-man knockup, 3-man stun from Gnar on the red team. The damage is not there. Xayah just came in. Oh, my God. She's starting to clean them up. She ults. She gets a triple kill. It looks like almost. The stun comes in on Xayah. Bran is not able to do enough damage to this Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath's going to walk away and not die, and Bran is going to walk away and not die. Oh my god, they could not clean up that kill.
Brand, 12 health. Just wanted to toss that out. Huge advantage now for Risen's Most Wanted. We have a 5,000 gold advantage. They're down a tower, but 3 dragons, 5,000 gold, and a Baron. That is massive.
It looks as if this red team is continuing to take the snowball and just roll with it. No pun intended, but that's exactly what they're doing. They're playing well as a team.
Yeah, Xayah Rev on Lie Cheat Steel right now is definitely trying to put the team on her back. But we'll have to see if it's going to be enough. I feel like the next fight is probably going to be the one that decides the game if there's a big 5v5.
They could go for the end, you're right.
Prediction.
Hey, you know, I'm ready for another $5. maybe we should start off slow, like with $1, you know, prediction. Because I'm a little broke, you know.
But we do need to see here what Risen's Most Wanted is going to do with this Baron. Because they did have a few deaths in that as well. So only a few of their members actually have it left. So it's going to be interesting to see where they put pressure with Cho'Gath up at the top now.
Very true.
They might actually just let him have that tier 1.
Now keep in mind, throughout this whole game, they've been team fighting consistently every minute or so. Xin Zhao is going to try and put some damage down on J4. He's going to get locked in. They're going to be able to devour him and walk away with no damage. So like I was saying, though, throughout this game, there have been a lot of team fights. If you look at the CS across the board, it's pretty even in CS no matter what. Top lane, jungle, mid, and bot all have a good amount of CS. So they're pretty even there. So what it comes down to is objective control. Xin Zhao is going to flash immediately. So now his flash is down. That's huge for blue team. TF's going to get some vision. He's going to try and make a play in here. He's going to ult in the back line. Gold car. They're going to take out J4. J4 is too squishy. They're going to continue in on this ADC. ADC is going to stopwatch. It's not going to be enough. They clean up the jungler and ADC as they continue to chase down the mid laner from Bran, putting down some deep damage. Oh my god, he just got instantly deleted. So Rando Joe is starting to do some work here, being able to knock them out, do some insane amount of attack speed because he has that Rage Blade and that Hurricane with his passive. Whew.
And we'll have to note there that the Kench was benched. He had to save Jarvan again. it's making me question if, maybe J4 should have just gone pure tank.
Well, ultimately, it'll play out in itself here at the end. They look like they're going to go for the first tower for Inhibitor. They're going to take down in the top lane at 26 minutes and 30 seconds. They have this Baron buff, so they can continue to siege very nicely. J4 goes in with a 3-man lockdown on his ult. He puts down them. Oh my god, they're going to continue to fight. They get knocked up on the back line. They don't have enough damage to put out since they got stunned, while TF's going to continue to siege down mid by himself with his Baron buff. Now, keep in mind, no one on the red team died that fight. J4 has gone in over and over and over 9 times now. He's been able to go in there, lock them down, but die almost immediately because he's not that tanky. You know, he rushed. What didn't he rush that Hydra first?
No, he actually ended up just rushing a Tiamat. I figured he was going for the Hydra.
Oh, the T-Mat, I'm sorry, yes.
He ended up building Randuin's.
Yeah, so maybe it would have been better if he went a little bit tankier there. I mean, he doesn't have any MR yet. The TF is starting to pull ahead a lot in kills. He's carrying as well as Cho'Gath. So, I mean, it's questionable why he didn't. Now he bought his first MR at 28 minutes.
Another Drake here for Red. This is definitely going to be uncontested. That's 4, and if this game lasts to Elder, that's absolutely devastating. A 4 Drake Elder.
I mean, already they're up 10k gold. This should be an easy finish for them if they play it right.
And then just a shout out to Suida here, 9-0 and 11 on the Cho'Gath. Amazing.
I mean, hey, he's the team captain. He's got to know what he's doing, right?
On his back. And that's what Xayah's attempting to do there as well.
So TF is going to come in on Brand in the top side. Heal's going to come out. Brand's going to be able to put down some damage and escape free after he was getting ganked on. It was very nice. J4 was there to back him up and help him stay alive.
So I think J4 is obviously stream sniping right now. He's listening to the stream. He heard me talking bad about him. He's like, no, this is my time. This is my moment. I got to get this.
Hey, it could happen, man. It could happen. That's his first kill of the game, going out on J4. Represent.
The question for me is that can anybody stop this Cho'Gath?
This Cho'Gath is
Cho'Gath
huge.
Can walk through their front line and just eat Xayah.
That's a 4-item with boot Cho'Gath. He is humongous.
It doesn't matter how far the feathers fly if you're having your head bitten off.
Very true, very true. And that feast does a ton amount of true damage. It looks like blue is going to try and sit here, but they don't know there's a ward on J4 in the jungle. Red team is not going to do anything with that, but they do have vision on him. They're trying to see if they can get them coming into their jungle to try and catch a pick, but they're just going to get more vision with that scuttle.
Yeah, Red's just kind of buying up right now. I think they're saying, to lie, cheat, steal. Risen's Most Wanted is saying to them, come at us.
And it's okay that they're saying that, though.
Come at us.
They're playing very controlled, very well on this game, and some more damage. They're going to try and go in on this Brand. Brand's going to ult. It's not going to be able to do anything because there's no one to bounce it off of. So that kill is going to go over to the ADC Rando Joe, who is the sub for this game. Keep in mind, he's doing phenomenal with that 5-2 and 8 score and his CS.
Sometimes when you're playing Brand, it's just a thing that happens. You're panicking, things aren't going well, you hit the ult. It happens to the best of us.
He hasn't died as much as I thought he would this game because of how squishy he is. He does have some items in there that make him a little tankier, but the damage I told you he's going to be able to do throwing down this game. I mean, he hasn't had the opportunity, really. Maybe one team fight he was able to, but he got deleted pretty quickly. Red team's going to walk in, take an inhibitor, and walk away like it's their house. They just disrespected the blue team.
RMW here, they weren't. They just went in and took it. I thought they were going to actually get Baron and then rotate down. They're like, no, we're powerful enough. We can just do this and go take Baron.
As well as the blue buff. They're like, this is my jungle now. I don't care what you say, what you do. I'm going to take it. I earned it. It looks like they're trying to bait out Baron. J4 is going to get jumped on and locked down immediately. Flash coming in, 2 flashes coming in, and he's going to be able to walk away. Xin Zhao jumps up on Gnar. It was not very smart. Both teams are going to be able to walk away clean. No one has been taken out except a bunch of flashes. That was, I believe, 3 flashes. Cho'Gath, Xin, and J4.
the priority here. Red has easy priority on Baron. Blue is actually split. Lycheat Steel is actually split between Xayah and Tahm Kench. I don't know if they'll try to go for the steal, but this is pretty much a free Baron here.
But this
for
is
RMW.
also very smart for them in the fact that they're stalling because they got super minions in the base on that top side, pushing in on their Nexus towers right now. So it looks like they're going to decide to pull off a Baron and push down mid with super minions and go in for the aggressive play coming in from Varus. Devour coming out on Tahm Kench. When the Brand ults the back line, he does not get a kill, but he saved the Brand, which is exactly what you were talking about in the pregame lobby they could have done. They just did it, executed it nicely. Pretty close, though, to letting Brand die.
This will be a free Baron. I predict here for Red, so let's go with that.
Your predictions have not been very accurate this game, but this one came true. They're gonna still continue to go in on this fight. J4 going down immediately. The Taric ult coming in, so negating all that damage from Gnar when he's in Mega. Red team is going in hard on that back line, but Brand is just sitting there, and he gets knocked up, not able to do enough damage. The ADC is melting the team away. Brand is trying to collapse on them, but he's out positioned. The GA is still on this Xayah. She has the ability. Varus is just going to go in and snipe out the Brand. Xayah is chasing down TF on the backside with a red card coming out. Not the gold card, but Cho'Gath is going in. Devour coming in from Tahm Kench. Flash and heal coming out immediately. One more hit and she's almost dead. They're going to walk away and not die. That was unbelievable.
Absolutely amazing play there from the Tahm Kench and the Xayah. Even though they lost the fight, I'd like to just throw them props. They're doing very well given their situation. But Cho'Gath is out of mana. I think that's the only reason that there wasn't more kills thrown down there.
Hey, J4 is going to go in and try and stall this game out so they do not end it on this note. They're going to continue to fight. J4 taking damage from minions, walks away clean. TF just throws a gold card on Xayah and walks away without dying. It looks like Gnar might catch them out, but it's not going to be enough because Varus is simply going to ult him and stun him in place. Now the blue team is left to try and defend what's left of their base.
You'll note that Cho'Gath participated in 22 of 29 kills this game. That is impressive.
Wow, that is pretty impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
He has the best KP on his team, and he has not died even once.
Wow.
So do you think next game, if Risen Ghost want to take this, do you think we'll see a targeted Cho'Gath ban?
I mean, I would do it. At 9-0 and 13, I mean, obviously he's playing well on him. He provides damage as well as tank for the team. CC and silence. This looks like it's going to be another Infernal Drake for the red team. That is 5 dragons now within 34 minutes.
Adding up that extra Infernal, that's obscene. That's...
And
you know,
look how
like
big.
70,
It looks
80
like they
AP.
summoned the dragon itself is running down mid lane. This Cho'Gath is huge. Can you tell me, Tame, what is the health on that Cho'Gath right now?
Cho'Gath's sitting at over 6,000 health right now. He's thick.
Holy cow.
Thick boy.
Or should I say holy Cho'Gath? My god. Where did this guy come from?
In his selection quote, afraid of the dark, wise.
Oh
You
my
would be wise
goodness.
to be afraid of him right now.
So it looks like they're simply going to take out that last tower that's standing between them and 3 inhibitors. 2 inhibitors are down currently. They're going to slowly let this siege on this last inhibitor while their supers try and slowly push into base.
Really, this is a tough situation to be optimistic in if you're in Lycheat Steel's position right now. I mean, everywhere you go, there's minions pouring in. They want the Nexus. There's no towers. There's no reprieve from this assault.
So they got this Baron buff. They got 5 dragons, and they're slowly pushing them in, choking them. They're going to engage. J4 is going to ult on the back line, get 3 of them. He's going to get locked down immediately. They're not jumping on this ADC, which is putting down all the damage. TF's going to get a kill on J4. Cho'Gath's going to get a kill. Now Xin Zhao's going in on this Brand. He's going to be able to lock him down, and that'll be game 1 going over to RMW. Wow. Wow.
Really well played there by RMW. Just complete control of the map.
That
the whole
was...
way
whew.
through. Didn't give up really any objectives. They even choked out their jungle buffs. And if I had to pick a MVP, obviously Cho'Gath there, the Suida. Really, I feel like Kreplu maybe just was a little aggressive with his ultimate. You know, sometimes 3v1, and he got caught out twice. That's big. That's really big.
Wow. Yeah, that was... whew. That game was... that was a real big snowball right there.
It was, and it was crazy how close it was. If you just look back, I mean, at one point the team was separated by 3 CS.
Wow. Wow. I'm just looking at the stats right now from that game. That was wow. That was some damage. Let's look at the damage charts here while we're waiting in lobby. So that game 1, thoughts on that team? Wow.
Well, I'm looking at the charts right now, and I'm sitting here Cho'Gath, 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 but what really stands out to me is that Twisted Fate was actually our MVP in damage. I did not call that at all. They're actually really evenly spread, though. If you look at Xin Zhao, 24,000, Twisted Fate about 29,000, and Varus about 28,000. So they were splitting the damage in a way that I actually didn't see in the game.
Yeah, that was some good damage they had there.
Okay, we're gonna have game 2 coming up here in a second. We will be switching sides.
We are just setting up the next lobby. So while these teams get ready, final thoughts from chat. I mean, what do you guys think? What happened during that game? Maybe, possibly, if one of the players is not too busy while they're setting up lobby, maybe we could do an interview with one of the players from last game. That would be nice.
Sweeto wants an interview.
Does he want an interview?
Said it was their second show game ever. I mean, it can't hurt.
I mean, hey, Sweeta, if you're not too busy, I mean, I know you're the captain and you carry that game. I mean, if you can grace us with your presence and you want to jump on down or let us know what room you're in, yeah, let's do an interview and see what your thoughts were that game while they set up the next one. So while they start setting up the lobby, I'm going to play some music for you guys. There's not much going on right now. We're going to take a break real quick while they get this game started. But I appreciate you guys watching, and RMW takes the first game in the best of 3. Now we are going to be going on to game 2. Let's see if LCS can come back and bring this to a third game. All right, guys, we're back with picking bands for game number 2. So it looks like Risen's Most Wanted. They're going to switch sides now. And they're going to go ahead with the Thresh band coming out first. Tame, if you want to take over for a sec.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Thresh ban is always a good one to go for, and Shyvana as well. Again, the meta ban. Vladimir's been seeing a lot of ban in high-level play lately just because he's so pokey and so safe, and his ult can be a huge deciding factor in a team fight. I'm not surprised to see him banned at all. Again, with the Warwick ban there, getting rid of a classic lockdown jungler, looks like we're seeing a lot the same again. I'm really surprised to not see that Cho'Gath lockdown right away, but the Varus does get taken out. Wait, no, it was a hover. They took out Xayah, which isn't surprising. Xayah was definitely the MVP on LCS last game, and RMW locking in the Varus right away. Waiting with bated breath here.
You know,
for the next pick.
They felt very comfortable on that Varus, and you know, he's a safe pick into a bunch of different ADCs. So you know, I could see why they're picking him again. Ooh, the Evelyn's coming out with a Lulu. She is very, very strong right now. Both of them are. So those are two very good picks right now.
I think the way that Jarvan was playing last time, sort of the deep ganks, the diving and stuff, Evelyn might actually suit that better.
Okay.
Cassie coming in too. That's one of those ones you don't see too often. It'll be interesting to see if Cassie's played either top or mid. Switching back over here to LCS. And there is the deadly combo, the Lulu Kog'Maw. That was what I was predicting.
Hey, we were talking about it, weren't we? We were talking about how amazing that Lulu Kog'Maw combo is going to be. And there it is. We are seeing it right now. But they have that Varus Taric bot lane, and they're comfortable with it. Cassiopeia is a nice pick, though, into this this team. If Evelyn does decide to come in for a gank, she can ult and just walk away. Or continue to engage.
Yeah, absolutely there. Lulu is such a versatile champion. I feel like she's always going through meta, honestly. And there's the Xin Zhao ban. They're saying, nope, you can't have that.
They said, let's take it away.
Ooh, and the Malzahar ban. Remember, I commented last game how he wasn't picked or banned, which was crazy. Ooh, the big Nasus, another big boy up top.
That Nasus is gonna do some damage top. Fiora should beat him. She has those vital procs that she can get on him. If she stays on him hard early, she easily wins. But if she doesn't, he's gonna be a monster if they take this to late game.
Lately, it feels like the game has been slowed down a little bit, so I do predict Nasus to get to late game. And I mean, his Q can just destroy a tower. It takes a third of its health. It's like he has Ziggs W just on his Q every 3 seconds.
So that's going to complete pick and bans. We will verify and let you know if there were any placeholders. The team comps right now are looking pretty good. Both teams are ready to start. And now it's just going to be a waiting game for them to get into lobby. So if there's any questions or shout outs you guys want in chat right now, send them our way. We'd love to talk to you guys about what happened last game. Right now, the pick and bans look pretty nice. There's a bunch of different things and ways it can go. There were target bans that, you know, like the Xayah, the Gnar, the Xin that came out after last game. So there's going to be a lot of new things we'll see this game. Kind of curious to see how this top lane goes again. I predicted last game that's where the first blood would be. I have not seen their team captain Suida on a top laner. I've only seen him on ADC, and he did phenomenal. He did really well. He controlled the game. He talked with his jungler and communicated when a gank should have been present, and it happened. It worked well. It worked great. They snowballed and continue to do that with the game. So I'm curious to see how they do that now this game. It looks like they picked Fiora top lane. I don't know if he's comfortable on Fiora, but we'll see how it goes.
That's it's definitely interesting. Again, LCS going squishy again. Maybe they just think that being more aggressive versus RMW sort of like campy, map controlling playstyle might help them this game. But it's usually interesting to see a team go from being squishy to being squishy again.
Yeah, and I want to bring something up that Gray Power Van, shout out to you in chat, brought up that he saw the Taric, which I did not catch, which was a good catch. He bought a Marimana as his second item. I have not seen that. I mean, it obviously worked out because he was able to sustain, and it was stacked. I did see that late game. I just did not comment on it. But yeah, that was. Hey, I haven't seen it. It obviously worked. Maybe he plays a lot of Taric and he knows something we don't. But that's something to keep in mind this game to see if it happens again. And this Evelynn pick, I'm curious to see. Trevbo brings up a good point. He wants to see how the new Evelynn is. If you have not been up to date with the new champions, Trevor, this is something to watch. The new Evelynn is pretty nice. If you're not familiar with her gameplay, it could be a little bit hard to play against. She has a charm now, and when she hits level 6, she goes invisible. So there's a lot of different ways they can play, and she's very strong right now. I currently myself just played against 2 a couple games ago before this series went off.
So my bold prediction for this game.
Oh, let's hear it. Let's hear it.
A team fight's going to be decided by Cassie's ult.
You think so?
I think she's going to hit 3 or more.
So that's your team fight prediction?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm changing it up. I think though for the for the blue team, I think it's gonna depend on the Varus ultimate. You know, I'm sorry, the J4 ultimate. If he used that a lot last game. If you watch, and he was locking down people left and right. 3-man ults, which was phenomenal. If they can get there and lay down the damage from their backline, they can do it again. They can continue to snowball that Varus. Okay. Now, absolutely. Prediction for me for first blood, I'm going to say bot lane. I'm going to say bot lane because I believe this Evelynn, if she does everything right, she can roam bot and get a great kill bot lane using that Lula and Kog'Maw because they both have slows. They got the polymorph. You know, they have the ability to do something great down there.
Yeah, I'm not going to dissent from that. I actually completely agree with you there. The Lulu Cog is disgusting. And the Eve just has a, you know, she's stealthing, she's ever present, it's always scary. So you never know. RMW may just play it safe, hug the tower.
All right, so it looks like they just finished all their picks. It does not look like they had any placeholders. So they are going to continue to go with the picks that they played.
Just thought about something that makes me super happy with this game, the potential.
I was going to say that picture you sent me, by the way, it's only 7 champs.
I know.
Okay.
Something that makes me super happy this game is the idea of Orianna vacuuming people onto a really fat Nasus, who then Lulu makes fatter. Can you imagine that? 5 people being sucked onto a giant Dogi.
Well, if you played against Nasus recently, his Wither does... It's just OP. It slows you forever, it feels like. Forever. It's like insane the amount of time you're slowed for. And if he gets that Wither down, I mean, there's no stopping what the team can do, especially with that Kog'Maw, who can attack from the back line.
Yeah, the Wither is absolutely disgusting. It says that it decays over time, but the decay is so slow that you hardly notice it decaying. You feel like you're just max slowed the entire time it hits you.
You know, I just realized they didn't even ban Cho'Gath, and they didn't pick him up. So we'll see what happens here, why they didn't do it. They did so well with it last game. I'm curious to see why they didn't pick it.
Just personal feelings? I mean, Nasus is sort of a similar fatness. So maybe they didn't want to go fat on fat again.
It's a possibility.
Yeah, Nasus is also lately, with the new runes and everything, he's actually quite a lane bully. If he just puts 1 or 2 points into E, he just lays it down under you and just denies and farms. There's almost nothing you can do unless you're a sustained champion, which, you know, the Vlad is gone, so there's nothing really... It's tough, man.
All right, so we're sitting at about 50 seconds here before Game 2 starts. Risen's Most Wanted versus Lie Cheat Steal. Game 1 going to Risen's Most Wanted. Let's see if Lie Cheat Steal can come back in Game 2.
I'd always love to see a third game. The
Hey.
more we get to cast, the more fun we get to have.
The,
The,
be-
more
the
entertainment
better it
for the
is,
viewers.
right?
So no bias, but I'm totally rooting for Lie Cheat Steal this game. Come on, guys, do it up.
So your money's down on Lie Cheat Steal. I'm gonna have to go against you and give this game to Risen's Most Wanted. They did phenomenal last game with the team communicating between each other. They did great with the snowball. They did great with the vision control. So, you know, I really like this team comp that they picked as well. It's not as tanky as last game, no, but Nasus will scale for late game. Cho'Gath, I'm sorry, Kog'Maw does phenomenal as well if you can peel for him. They have the Kog'Maw Lulu combo, which is so broken right now, I feel. Like, I'm guaranteeing she's going to build that, she's going to itemize for him and try and rush the items that he needs, which is Ardent Sensor, probably first item, and then either the Knight's Vow or that Redemption. So we're really going to see, I think the bot lane is going to be the ones to do something amazing this game. So now we're loading into game, so give us about a minute and we should start this game too. Where's your prediction at? You said you want the other team, correct? You think Lie Cheat Steal is going to come in with this game, right?
I'm rooting for them. I'm not predicting that because I'm always wrong. I'm rooting for them because I want a game 3. I want more casting. I want more League of Legends. I want more fun.
Oh my goodness. League of Legends is fun. What are you talking about? Just in general. All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump into this next game.
Just noticed something interesting as we're loading in. It appears that the shopkeeper has a health bar. A little random tidbit there.
Oh man. All right, here we go to kick off game 2. Let's see what the team does. And a first buy from Ancient Coin on Nasus. I haven't played a lot of Nasus lately, but I could see why he would buy Ancient Coin. Extra gold, extra mana, 3 pots.
Absolutely. It's kind of a meta build for him right now, and it's one of the things that's actually making him pretty disgusting.
A little bit of play in the Baron pit almost.
The only thing worse than a fat Nasus is a fat, rich Nasus.
Oh, he's going to be rich all right. He's using that gold to his advantage.
Remember,
I mean, that's going to be an advantage right off the bat. Instead of bot lane like we thought, that first blood might come out. It might come in from the Eve going mid now. I'm sorry, from the J4 going mid now that Orianna does not have her flash. So that is pretty substantial.
I'd also like to toss out that this game, Sweet is actually ADC on Varus.
Oh,
So
did they
Fe-
switch?
Suida
I
is
didn't. I
not
did not.
Fiora. Yeah,
oh, I
they
did not
did.
realize that. Okay, so Sweet is back on ADC this game, so it is not our boy as it was last game. So now we can talk as much crap because he's not in the game and we can't get banned. So that's good. They do have a new player, I believe, Graves Robber. He was not their last game, correct?
Correct, yeah.
So he got swapped in, which might be their actual top laner. We have to check the charts and see.
It looks to me like they used a substitution in the first game and got their full roster back for the second.
Correct. That's what it looks like as well. So like I said, it looks like they're going to go in for this first gank mid lane. She does not have flash, and that's going to be an easy first blood for J4. That's another $5.
The only thing I can really say there is, oof. I mean, that feels really bad to be Orianna and die that early, especially with how aggressive.
She should have known it was coming, and Evelyn should have been smart enough to be there for the counter game.
I mean, you do have to factor into emotions to this. I'm sure emotions are running high. They might be a little demoralized from last game, but hopefully they can pick themselves back up from that.
That's going to be huge, though, because now Orianna gave up first blood, all right? J4 is able to snowball a little bit with that extra gold, as well as she's down in CS and has to run back to lane, so she does not have the level advantage.
I don't know if you noticed there or not, but Cassie just bought the Dark Seal. So Cassiopeia is feeling really confident right now. You know, they're saying, I'm going to snowball. I got the first kill. We're going for this.
That's going to help out tremendously in lane, too, since she does have her 3 pots still. Didn't have to waste anything. So that Dark Seal is going to help with the healing effects from those pots to make her last that much longer.
Oh, and so much aggression.
So it looks like J4 is going to go in. The Ignite's going to knock down, as well as the final hit is going to go on. her for the kill. Cassiopeia is going to get her first kill of the game, but second fight on Orianna. They are just staying on her like white on rice.
There's almost nothing you can say there either. I mean, it's 19-6 in CS, 2 deaths to 1-0 and 1. I mean, some extra gold for their jungler. This is a huge advantage.
Keep in mind, Orianna did use her Ignite on that fight because J4 did take some aggro from the tower, but it was not nearly enough.
I mean, if I was Orianna right now, I'd be afraid to go in front of the tower, and it looks like she actually is. Like, she's just hugging. Looks like Jarvan will go for his first back here, though.
So it looks like they're going to go ahead and gank mid. They're going to get the heal out from Cassiopeia, and she's going to slowly just walk away. Not going to be enough damage, though.
That's actually really cool, too. That's not something you see that often, is a mid laner with heal.
Lately, though, it's been making its way back. It just provides some extra sustain in fights. And, I mean, they don't have Ignite like the other team, but they do have an extra heal now. Excuse me. So, like I said, we did predict this top lane was just going to be a farm fest, but Fiora's not playing as aggressive as I would like her to be. Kog'Maw is going to sidestep the stun from from Taric. Taric's going to continue to go in. He's going to flash. The heal's going to come out. It's not going to be enough for Kog'Maw. He's going to be able to walk away and kite this, but he came back in. The shield's going to come up, and the kill's going to go over to Suida. Kog'Maw's passive is going to chase in and not do really any damage because Taric's going to be able to just heal it back up with those relic procs. Wow, that was a little bit not so smart, I would say, in that bot lane. They had the easy walk away, and yet they sidestepped back in and was able to get stunned the second time. The Wither's going to come out.
Infernal Drake, too.
The fight's going to come in here on this Nasus in the top lane. Wither's going to come out. But there's a big minion wave that Nasus does not want to fight in. They're pretty even in health, and we'll see how this next fight goes. There is a Vital proc ready for her to jump in. They're pretty even. First, Dragon's going to go over to J4 on the blue team.
And that's another Infernal. That is huge. I mean, with the advantage they have already, at this point, Lycheat Steel needs to sit back, reevaluate what they're doing, just gather themselves, communicate, get a good play.
Look at this damage coming in on mid lane. She's able to just put in work with that Twin Fang, and the flash came out from Orianna, and the poison was enough to just kill her on that backside.
Cassie is really gross. If you get hit by that first cloud, you may as well run behind the tower, and that goes for pretty much any elo that you're at. If you get hit by that, it's so imperative to dodge. It's just so much damage, and it's so fast. Her Twin Fang, the cooldown on that is less than 1 second. It's 0.9 seconds at max rank.
Ooh, Fiora almost got Nasus to stay, which would have been good for her. But now Nasus is going to back, and he's going to get that first half of his item. Glacial Shroud coming out.
Like you said, though, really, Fiora has to be more aggressive. I mean, with how far they are down and how Nasus scales, or excuse me, how far they are ahead, excuse me.
So some damage is going to go in here in bot side on Kog. Kog's going to get locked down. He's going to have to use a stopwatch, which is basically a waste because it's not going to be enough for anything. Another stun's going to go down on Lulu. The shield's going to come up, but still not enough. So it looks like Fiora just ulted top side, but then walked away. It looks like they're going to continue on Evelynn. Evelynn's going to flash to the Ori. Ori's going to go in with her ultimate, knock both of them up. Will she be able to walk away? I don't think so. They have vision in there, and that's another kill going over to Suida with 4 kills right now at 7 minutes. They're 7-0. This is remarkable lead they have. J4 is going in for an ult. Nasus is just going to flash out of his ult and not be able to lock him down. They're going to go in for a kill. Suida's tanking. Taric's coming out with his ultimate so that there's no more damage. They take away the damage, and now he's going to target again and use his stopwatch. That was a very good play right there from Suida.
That was an excellent play, and I'd just like to point out that in terms of Suida right now, so far, they are 14-0, and 14-0 and 17 in the series so far.
Wow. They have not lost yet.
No, Suida has yet to die.
Wow, that's pretty good. Those are some good stats right there.
I mean, this so far is very snowbally, but it's not out of their reach. They just need to regroup, reorganize, and
They have
farm
to
and
shake off last game. It looks like it's dragging them down a little bit. Nasus is going to be at 60 stacks right now at 8 minutes. He's going to drop the Wither down on Fiora. Fiora's going to dash away. She's going to be able to stop that, but it's not going to be enough to take her down. They are going to try and dive tower, it looks like. Evelynn is tanking. She ults away to stop the damage from tower tanking on her as Fiora stopwatches the fight. She looks like she's going to try and collapse or keep vision on her.
They basically had to try something, you know, down 8 kills to nothing.
It looks like the knockup is going to come down, as well as the ultimate from Varus and the stun from Tower. They're going to continue to chase down Lulu. The exhaust comes up, the flash goes out, and he's going to be able to... Oh, he got away. That was not enough damage from Tur right there. So this is a clean sweep. Is it going to be clean, Tame? This is going to be a clean sweep?
Here is if maybe LCS decided to go with like meta picks rather than what they're comfortable with. Because honestly, across all elos, if you're really comfortable with a champion, you're more likely to do better with them. They might have said, you know what, let's pick meta champions and win out that way.
Oh my goodness, they are doing so well right now.
And I do feel like not banning that Taric after he was first picked and how well he did and how much of a difference he makes, I feel like that was a huge mistake, at least for the early game. Like I said, nothing's over yet, but it is a 7,000 gold and a dragon lead.
All right. So let's check out the stats so far. How are they doing on CS, Tame?
Up top, Fiora's actually beating Nasus, which is what you want to see. Jungle's just about even, but the real story here worth talking about is 89-90 to 52 in the mid lane. That's almost double the CS, 2 kills versus 4 deaths. And if you look there in the mid, Orianna's literally just running. She's not even trying to contest. She's like, as soon as Cassie moves forward at all, she's like, I'm out. I can't fight this.
It looks like she flash ults in for the stun, gets it up. Twin Fang not... Ooh, it's going to be enough. The ultimate from Orianna is not going to be able to lock in her down. So she's going to be able to just walk out of turret range after getting another kill. She's playing aggro, really aggro on that Cassiopeia, and it's doing the work, like you said. She's able to engage by herself if she locks down that stun, which she's done twice now.
Worth noting there, too, is that Orianna did waste the vacuum.
Here comes the fight in the bot lane. Flash out immediately from Varus. Taric, I'm sorry. Ultimate coming in from Taric. Kog is going to be too far away to put down some damage. 4v2 in the bot lane. Looks like a 1v1. Some damage is going on top side. Fiora is able to put down some auto attacks, but no damage is putting down. Now J4 is coming in. Nasus is just going to ult and try and scare them away. But if he's not safe, they can just go back on him. J4's ult is up.
That marks the second truly kind of wasted ult for their team here within the last minute of gameplay. Orianna just completely whiffed a vacuum at tower. And vacuum does have a fairly long CD, and that's a huge team fight ult. So
looks like J4 sticking around. Is he going to be man enough to go in?
I would say no, and as you can see, he's pulling away right now. He's still a little squishy. If you look at his items right now, he's not really rocking something that lets him power dive yet.
Well, that duelist dance that she's doing is enough. She just keeps poking him with duelist dance over and over and over. That Fury of the Sands is not going to be too long before it's back up. The cooldown is not too bad. It looks like Tarik's going to run in, and Eve is going to just ult away. Now Dragon going over to Risen's Most Wanted.
So at this point, we're talking 2 dragons and almost a 10,000 gold lead. At this point, for Lycheat Steel, about the only thing you can do is just pray and try to farm.
It looks like she's going to try and fight right now here in the top lane. Nasus does not have any mana. The repost coming out from Fiora, and she's pretty low. If he has enough damage to put 1 stack on her with his Soul Eater, I mean, he has the damage if he has those stacks. I just don't know if he's there yet.
I think that they might actually be thinking, you know what, let's not fight with Nasus. Let's keep him safe. Let's see if we can come back with Nasus. Because, I mean, he's the hardest scaling champion in the entire game, objectively speaking.
He does some work, man. Look at this. Without mana, too. All right, so let's see what the vision looks like. Blue side's got some good vision on red side's blue side. If that made any sense, let me try and rephrase. Risen's Most Wanted has some good vision on LCS's blue side. There we go.
Absolutely, yeah.
That was a tongue twister.
It really was.
Yes, it is called Shockwave, Trevor.
Hog and Lulu are gonna back.
So
it.
Nasus is still not back. How much gold does Nasus have in the bank right now? It looks like Varus is just gonna auto attack him to death. One more auto. Is it gonna be enough? Nasus with the stopwatch. And the Cataclysm comes down and takes him away. Ooh. Eve is going in, doing work. The Smite comes out. Where are all these stopwatches coming from? I feel like there's been 4 this game. J4 is going to take aggro from turret. One more shot will not be enough damage. Taric is still tanking. Orianna's going to come in. She's going to throw down her ball. And there's going to be 2 fights, one in top, one in bot. She's going to be able to walk away and keep the tower from taking any more damage while Cassiopeia is laying down pressure mid lane, trying to farm up as much as she can so she can be very strong. Fiora is going to jump in with her duelist dance.
The CS in middle right now is a literal double. 138 to 71.
Tarik's looking to do his Cosmic Radiance. He's going to go in, he's going to stun, and it's going to be more than enough to take out this Orianna, who is now 0-6. This hurts my eyes. I'm so sorry, Orianna. I love playing that champion, but she's so behind right now, and it's hard because the rest of her team's trying to make plays happen, and to just be 3-man dove bot on their tier 2 turret that they're taking right now, that's 4 turrets for Risen's Most Wanted. 14 to 1.
Really taking advantage of the fact that Orianna's main weakness is the fact that once you get through her tricks, there's nothing she can really do against pressure, and Cassie is like one of the best pressure mid laners.
I mean, if you look at her CS lead, she's up double in CS. The only lane that's not winning on her team is bot lane. Cog has some CS on Varus, but Varus has the assist, he has the kills, and it looks like they're going to try and bait something out here from Nasus. But it's not going to work because they're going to come in for the counter right here. Wither is going to come down on J4. The Charm is going to pick up on J4. Catalysm is going to come in. The Flash is going to come out. It's going to be enough for him to walk away. TP's coming in that top brush. Orianna is going to come in with the Wither on. She's going to go for the Shockwave. It's going to miss. Flash out on that Varus. 5-man top. Let's see what they can do here. They should be an easy tower for them with 2-man defending it. 3-man defending, I apologize. But they're down in gold so much. Tarik's going to try and make some plays here with his stun, but not landing it. Let's see if they can save this. They got backup coming. Fiora and Cassiopeia are arriving here in a second. Tarik's going to try and make a play with Orianna. The Flash coming in. The Flash stun. It's going to go down on Orianna. Lulu's going to ult Ori so that she can get away clean. She's going to continue to put down damage on that line from the back where she should be. The 3-man flash, the 4-man flash from Cassiopeia. She's going to clean up the whole team. That was such an amazing flash ult from Cassiopeia. She locked down 1 member with an insta-kill and 3 other members with 3 stuns. Oh my god, Tame, what do you have to say about that?
I called it. I absolutely called it, and all I can say is, if you notice in all chat there what Cog said, nice. Rev
nice.
Summed it up. That was clean. And again, they wasted yet another ult to save Orianna.
Can I please? Like, yeah, go ahead.
Well, it just feels like that Orianna is hurting their team right now. Like, I actually think they might have fought better if Orianna had not even showed up and it just
She should be playing super passive now. Can I please get a nice in chat, please? Can I get a nice in chat?
Nice.
After that one, oh my
With
goodness.
The period after it too. It feels like it adds some finality.
It adds some finality to it. Word of the day, finality.
Well,
get your vocab lessons here from your boy Tame.
There will be a sense of finality applied to this game here rather quickly.
Now let's talk about their gold lead, Tame.
That's not a gold lead. That's like Scrooge McDuck, like swimming around in his vault.
The Grinch is back. He didn't just steal Christmas; he stole the gold from Lie, cheat, steal.
And 2 dragons.
Oh my
Just saying.
goodness. And 6 turrets and 18 kills. Where are you going with this?
Home to the bank. And look at this Cassiopeia on the Drake right now. That is disgusting.
She is
Look at the
able to just
reaction, those
continuously
reflexes.
melt this Drake away.
Oh my goodness. And did you see the reaction there when she threw out the poison pool behind her?
Yeah.
She saw Eve pressing in and was just like, no. Instantly thrown behind her. That was one of the fastest, most quick reactions I've ever seen from a Cassie player.
That also just shows you how in tune she is with her champion and map awareness.
You see Tarek just pushing into the enemy team's jungle now, just getting rid of the vision.
Now, if you keep in mind, Tarek went a fight coming in, Cataclysm on this Orianna in bot lane. That's another death. 0-8 on this Orianna. I feel so bad. She can't do anything. She can't farm. She can't even stay in between 2 towers and without getting 1v1'd. So,
And the thing too about this is it just really gets worse. I noticed there
another
when,
fight breaking out in the top lane. Nasus is going to have to ult to stay alive. They're going to try and turn this around, but will it be enough? She's going to be able to walk away with red buff on, not dying. They're going to turn back in. Lulu's going to go down. Cassiopeia is going to pick up another kill for her 5th one of the game. Kog'Maw is going to try and hold this turret, but will it be enough? Tark's coming in with his Cosmic Radiance. They're not going to take any damage while going for this tower. It still has some health on it. It's going to be not enough health to withstand their onslaught. Oh, the double stun from Cassiopeia. The 4-man shockwave from Orianna. Could that be what they need? Kog'Maw's passive going in. Oh, the flash from Nasus. He stacked plus sticks, but it was too greedy. He went down as well. Loud J4 split pushes bot lane and takes a turret. This was so good for the blue team. They're just continuing to snowball.
Really, turning around after they took that tower with the Cassie ult again is just so disgusting. And it's something that's almost impossible to play around because you ask to be cognizant of so many things in this game. To just ask to not be cognizant of the way you're facing is so difficult.
Now, I'm curious to see what they are doing, just sitting there instead of leaving. Oh my god, I believe they're crying, guys. The red team might have lost their mind. LCS has so many tears on their game. I think they're trying to flood the river with all these tears. Oh my god, I believe they're opening mid.
And remember that their team logo does say there was an attempt.
There was an attempt. You will see it here. There was definitely an attempt. It looks like Ori just wants some fruit, but they're going to stop her from getting that. She just wants an active and healthy diet.
And honestly, at this point, that's borderline inting. I don't know if you saw Orianna teleported.
I think he's going for a touchdown, guys. Is he going to get it? He's going to get it. Rift Herald is going to be there because Nasus is gone now. This is definitely a spicy, spicy stomp. And that will be game 2 going over to Risen's Most Wanted. I think my prediction held up.
It absolutely did. And like I said, I wasn't predicting that LCS would win. I feel like a lot of that was probably on an emotional side. There's got to be some tilt on their team right now, definitely. Especially with how camped they had Orianna. They just had a strategy and just executed it. Let's shut down their mid, and it worked beautifully.
That was, hey, man, that was a good game. But, you know, there wasn't much they could do if, you know, that Orianna, they played on it. They played on it so well from the first flash. I called that before it even happened. We both talked about it. You know, they had to be able to counter jungle that Orianna mid or be there for when they went in for the gank, and she didn't have flash up, and that's what started the snowball. They did it again right when she got back to lane, which really hurt them. Cassiopeia had so much damage put down and so many kills. If we look at the charts, boys, let's pull up the charts. Cassiopeia was 7-0-8 that game. She had just under 200 CS. 11k gold. That was a great amount of gold and participation for her. The graphs don't lie. She had 9,177 damage to champions. Second most in the game, besides Varus. Varus had 13,000. So as you see, she was doing tremendous amount of damage.
Suida finishes that series 18, 2, and 23.
Wow.
Very
Wow.
impressive.
Wow. That was just, guys, that was a great series, but it was a stomp. It started with the first game, and it looks like the enemy team, it looks like LCS might have taken it to heart that second game. If they came in there with clear heads, maybe they would have had a third game, but it didn't look like they were doing anything after that camping mid lane. Let's see. Maybe we can get one of the players in here to have a little talk, a little interview. So let me see if I can get that in here. Tame, do you want to go over some of the stats real quick?
Yeah, absolutely. Just personal feelings there. Tarek should have been banned in the second game. I don't know if you guys feel the same in the chat. After he was first picked the first game, did so well. Second game, that's something you don't rest on your laurels. You get rid of Tarek. He needed to go, and he didn't, and that's a big part of it right there. So overall, I feel like Lie Cheat Steel just went a little squishy again in the second game, and Nasus wasn't strong enough to back it up. And the camping of Orianna, they didn't look comfortable in the character at all compared to Cassie. The other thing about Cassie too is that I noticed she kept flashing her mastery in the game, but she was only mastery 5, which, I mean, maybe they were a player that came back from a while ago, but mastery 5 isn't that many games, so that was just maybe a natural skill on that.
So we are going to see if we can get a player or two in here from each team and talk about what went down.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to hear Suida's thoughts on that, especially the first game. They said second game ever Cho'Gath. I'd like to actually hear about that.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and jump down a room. Tame, jump down a room with me, and we're going to go ahead and interview one or two of the players from each team.
Something, you know what I'm saying?
Hey guys, how's it going?
I haven't shit talked to him in so long.
Hello?
Hey, how's everyone doing? Oh my goodness, this is a party in here. So who is going to be talking and representing LCS, and who's going to be talking and representing RMW?
I'm the only one from LCS here, so.
Oh my goodness, okay. And you are Rev, right? The team captain?
Sadly.
Oh my god. I mean, there was a lot of tears in that last game. So where do you think...
I don't know what you're talking. There was no game 2. We haven't played it yet.
Oh, is that what happened? I was watching the wrong game?
Wait, shouldn't you guys choose the representers or ask questions?
I mean, never tell the interviewer how to interview.
Suida, who said you could talk right now? I wish I had the power to mute you right now. All right, let's start with you, Rev. Where do you think... How do you think first game went for you guys?
First game was alright. In the end, it's just like our team was hard engaged, and with the Tarek ulti kind of countering everything, it was pretty tough to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Cho'Gath was also just tanky as fuck.
He was pretty big. He was a big Cho'Gath. Anything you want to say to that Cho'Gath?
He got carried.
Oh, snap. I don't believe... Let's pull up the stats real quick. Tame, what did that...
Don't look at the stats.
What did Suida wind up going that game?
13-0 and 11.
13-0. Oh, okay. I just thought... I'm sorry. I thought someone said he got carried.
That was
decent.
That was pretty good.
Okay.
Wait, no, he was 10-0, 14.
It could have been better.
Yeah, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. Same. Okay, let's go over to Suida. Suida, are you representing your team? Since you are the team captain, right?
Sure, yeah.
Is that a no? Is someone else the team captain?
Sure, I'll be team captain.
I can do it too. It's up to you, man.
Hey, you guys decide. I just need the team captain.
Hey, let's get Graves on the mic.
Graves, you want to be on the mic? All right, so.
I wasn't even here game 1.
So.
Yeah, but I was there in the comms, my friend.
So what do you think, Graves? How did game 1 go for Risen's Most Wanted?
Well, it seemed like they kind of played to their win conditions. Like Cho'Gath was really far ahead. LCS had no way of dealing with the Cho'Gath with % health damage other than Brand, and Cho'Gath instantly built an adaptive helm to deal with the impending damage that Brand could do, which then allowed Cho'Gath to run over the team. And then also, like, the Tarek ultimates were on point the whole time. Like, they had good Baron baits as well.
He played very aggressive as well. That was something we saw that, did really good work for the team. That Tarek, with his ultimates, were on point, and those stuns, and the flash stuns, too. So I completely agree with you there. How do you think it went game 2 now from game 1?
Game 2, I'm a little confused as to the flash at level 1 on the Orianna, but from there, we capitalized on that mistake, and we took it just straight into the mid lane. and then bot lane won pretty hard, and top lane I was just getting free Klepto procs all the time. So
Were you playing on you were playing that second game, correct?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so we were talking about that, that flash early was tremendous value for RMW because now they were able to emphasize and attack that mid lane, which is exactly what they did. I believe it was level 2, and then as soon as she came back into lane with 0 CS, they came right back in and now negated her, getting even more experience and more CS, putting Cassiopeia that far ahead, which snowballed and continuously did so much damage she did with that twin fang and was able to then solo her under tower without even caring.
Yeah, and then there was that 4-man ult or something like that top lane.
I would say that's the highlight of game 2. I really like that one. That was a great
decent.
flash ultimate coming out from Cassiopeia. She got an instant kill and a 3-man stun in that
Not
top
gonna lie,
lane.
I thought that was our Evelyn coming behind them.
You don't think that the Taric and Varus 2v4ing bot and killing all of them was the highlight?
I mean,
That
that
was
was
also
pretty good
correct.
too, but I really like that Cassiopeia engage. That was pretty nice.
So-
I mean, we could always put a straw pull up. I mean, potatoes. Doesn't matter what I think. It matters what the
I have a
chat
question
thinks.
as well.
What's going
And
on,
this one
Dawn?
goes
Oh,
to,
that's Tame.
RMW. Did you guys actually make a concerted effort to target Oriana from like the second of the game starting?
Is
Or
there-
I mean, basically
As
what
soon as she
happened-
flashed,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we're gonna,
All right,
we're
one at a
gonna-
time. One at a time. Listen, one at a time. One at a time.
We were gonna
Well-
target Nasus early on in the game, just because of the way that the matchup goes with top. Like as soon as Nasus gets shut down, it's really hard for him to come back against Fiora because of the percent held true damage. But as soon as that flash level 1 happened, it was basically just how hard can we snowball Cassiopeia in the mid lane.
and it
Yeah,
really
as soon as
worked.
that flash happened, I just called like I'm level 2 ganking mid, and then like after that happened, and I just kept coming back because she had no flash and she kept pushing up.
From personal experience, I feel like it's really hard to even continue playing the game when you get like that. Especially when J4 went down between the 2 towers, that was literally like having your dinner taken away, having it eaten in front of you, and then having the person barf it in your
Ooh,
face.
those are some strong words.
Aw.
It's getting hot in here. Hold on, let me open a window.
No, it's so hard. Like to the Oriana player, if they didn't tilt, that's amazing. And I mean, like within pro and high level play, you never want to tilt, but emotionally, it's hard to come back from something like that.
I'm curious to hear from maybe one of the players that was playing with Oriana that game. Like, let's see, Dawn, you here?
Hello.
Hey, Dawn, how's it going, man?
I'm doing good, dude.
How do you feel your team did that game 2? Did she stay level-headed, or did you have to calm the Oriana down? What happened? What was going through your head?
Well, okay, so Oriana died. Alright, basically every time Oriana died, he just went, ah shit, I died again.
So it wasn't that negative. It was just like, oh,
No,
it
we
happened
were not-
again.
we were still having fun.
He didn't really get tilted, he just kind of died over and over. And then, I mean, top lane, Fiora just got endless Klepto stacks, because I wasn't even watching my lane anymore, because I had no clue what was going down in mid and bot lane, honestly.
Okay, the first fight bot lane that we lost, I was not expecting the Tarek stun to be up. Like, we had the fight, and I dodged the Tarek stun, and then I was, like, walking away, and I thought the fight was over, and Tarek stun's just back up already.
Hey, Tarek's stun was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, he was a great pick.
It's decent.
It worked well both games, and I was really happy to see it 2 games in a row because it just shows how much he can influence the game.
That's actually leads into the last question I have. Do you guys on LCS regret not banning Taric in the second game?
Yes.
No.
I definitely do.
Especially, I was pointing it out while we were casting, is that was their first pick in the first game. So then in the second game, after he did really well in the first, I thought for sure he was going to get targeted out. But it's
But
one of
he-
those,
but
like,
he
you
didn't.
live and you
Did
learn
anyway.
things. That's why we play the game. We learn things and we all get better, and we all had a good time, I hope. And I'm glad to have you guys all here.
Yeah, we really
The ending
appreciate
was, like, my
casting for you
favorite
guys.
Yeah, fun games.
I mean, really, we're the real winners because Dawnbringer got a touchdown.
I mean, that was a pretty good touchdown. I'm not gonna lie.
Did the other team get a touchdown?
No, but they did have
So we win 7-0.
Yeah.
they did have a rift at the end of the game, which was like, could be the
No, it
MVP.
died.
Okay, but that doesn't
It
count.
died. Yeah.
Oh, did it? You guys let
It
your
died
pet?
to the very last tower shot.
Oh my god, I can't believe you guys would let your pet die.
We were so sad.
Well, anyway, any last words from either one of the teams before we send off here?
Yeah, I think the real MVP for that series was me for RMW. I
Hmm.
think I played the best for them.
Oh, you think? Okay.
I agree.
And
At least for game one.
Well,
LCS?
game one, I think I played the best for them.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
think
were
game,
right.
game one they definitely got the better of us. Game two, I think we could have played a little better.
I think MVP game 2 was definitely Oriana.
Game 2 was really, really close.
I don't know. I think it comes down to who had more tiers, and Dawn
I
had
think we
6
could have played
tiers.
just a little bit better that second
You
game.
know what? I
Had
noticed you
6
guys were
tiers.
running out of mana a lot. You probably needed more mana items.
I didn't stack my tiers enough. That's the problem.
All right. Well, I appreciate all you guys in here for the interview, and I appreciate you guys letting us cast you live here on Risen Esports. I'm going to move up, and I'll see you guys next time. Well, that's going to conclude the end of the game with me, Newman, your play-by-play caster, and Tame, your color caster. Tame, you want to say anything before we head out?
Had a good time. Glad you guys tuned in. It was really fun. Sad that the second game wasn't a little more competitive. I'd rather go to a 3-game series if we're streaming. But the players all seemed like they had a good time. Everybody's in good spirits, and that's really why we do this.
And if you guys want to see us again, every Sunday, me and Tame will be here, 7 p.m. We will let you guys know either in the official or unofficial chat if you guys want to continue to watch us cast for you guys here on Risen Esports. Thank you so much for watching today, and we'll see you next time.